DRM software chaos left major PC games unplayable. Even some single-player only titles were locked out.
And supply chain issues have struck again. All this information and more right now on Gaming News Weekly. What's up, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of Gaming News Weekly, the best weekly video game news show out there. We are back with more of that sweet video game news that you need to know on a weekly basis. My name is E-Rock the Red, and I am here with Full Clip. What's going on, buddy? How are you?
Oh, happy as hell to be here, E-Rock. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm really excited. It was a busy day, but I got my beer, I got my news, I got you, and we're doing it.
Yep. We got a hell of a show today.
Yes. What you been doing? Anything exciting? Playing anything? Watching anything?
Well, I always say Minecraft. This time it's going to be a little different. I actually picked up PC Building Simulator from Epic Games when it was free a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have a hell of a lot of experience with building PCs. I did build the current rig and then one right before it, but nothing fancy, nothing crazy. It translated well. I actually couldn't put this game down for a while. I wanted to play it for 4 or 5 straight hours the first time and went back, played it again.
Really?
I have some videos. Yeah, some videos will be coming out of my first attempts at that.
That's interesting. Yeah, I saw that came out and I was like... once I got it in one of the Humble Bundles or something too, and I was like, what even is this? And then that's I'm glad that you're enjoying it. It's this stuff is all I don't know anything about it. Maybe I should check it out to learn about it.
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely teach somebody if they don't know a whole lot about the process.
Yeah.
Definitely teach them the ins and outs. It's not 100% accurate, but it's actually better than I thought. There's a whole aspect of it where your uncle gives you his PC shop and you're getting some emails. Starts simple, like I need some more RAM in my computer, and then it progresses. But it's been out for a while, so I won't explain a 3-year-old game.
Yeah, but that's funny.
You played anything interesting?
So does it get to the point where you just can't do anything because there's chip shortages? Is that part of the game?
I haven't had that yet. That's in the 2021.
That's
update.
The expansion pack. Where it's just nothing. It's just you can't play it anymore. I've been playing something, and it's going to lead into our new releases. It's a brand new game. I've been playing Forza Horizon 5. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it because I've been playing Game Pass over the cloud, and it's been running smoothly, very well. And I'm really enjoying it.
I hear it's awesome.
Yeah, it has been. It's been an experience, and I'm not a huge racing game guy, but it has been it's so immersive and just so well made. But let's talk about it more in our new releases. First up, the first new release, Forza Horizon 5. This came out for PC, Xbox One, and Xbox X and S. Right now, it's at a 92 on Metacritic. Huge. It's doing that's unheard of. It's on everybody's Game of the Year lists and everything now. IGN gave it a 10. There's been a bunch of perfect scores. And I was skeptical. And then I said, I got in there and it's just and I think people that appreciate racing games more than I do would probably even appreciate it more because it's fun. I'm having a lot of fun playing it, but I don't get into all the intricacies of building the cars and decorating, I don't think say decorating the cars when you're putting paint jobs and stuff like that. But it's a huge map. It's a variety of locales and different race types. And there are over 500 cars that you can use. And then beautiful 4K visuals. Now I'm not getting I don't know what I'm getting as far as my visuals. I'm playing it on my basic Mac computer. And then actually today I was playing it on my iPhone too with my Backbone controller, and that was working great. I was surprised. So you're
streaming it over to it?
Yeah, so it's all going over the Wi-Fi on the cloud. So, so there's a career mode, these things called expeditions, which I haven't gotten to yet, and I'm really excited to check it out. But like what it is, like one of them you're like driving through a forest and there's like lightning striking all around you, and one of them you're driving up a volcano and there's like steam like shooting out around you. Like it sounds really cinematic, really cool. And then on top of that, there's like a huge multiplayer mode, like a ton of modes. So yeah, already it broke records for it had 4.5 million players within 24 hours of it being released. So it's a huge thing. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out. You know, even if you're not a huge racing game guy, it's just a very well made game.
Yeah, I was gonna ask because my experience with racing games is like Need for Speed, and that's about it. But I enjoy the arcadey aspects of that, and from what I know of Forza, like this one looked really good. I thought I was looking at Need for Speed when I saw some video of this. Is it more arcadey or is it more of a simulation game?
It's in the middle. I would say it's less. It's it's not like a Gran Turismo or anything like that, but it's not like the physics are still there's a lot of reliance on physics, and like already like as soon as I'm doing it, my car's like just it's spinning out of control. Like it's not like the thing where it's grabbing the road and like you can do whatever you want. Like I had to get used to that where I'm like I turned a little too hard and I'm immediately like just out of control. So so it's definitely like it's right in the middle now, and I'm not a huge like car guy, so I don't know like how simple changes to engine or anything like that would affect it in real life as far as like a simulation goes. So, I'm the wrong guy to ask about that, but it's arcadey enough that I'm having a lot of fun with it because I'm not a big like car driving sim guy. So, all right, next up in our new releases, same day we had Jurassic World Evolution 2 come out for PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox X and S. This is a sequel to the 2018 game of the same name, Jurassic World Evolution, and it's a management simulation style game where you're building your dinosaur theme park. And what's really cool about this one, it has like this, it has a campaign and it's set after Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, so it's continuing that, and like Jeff Goldblum's in it and Bryce Dallas Howard, they're in it reprising their roles. And one thing that reading about this, it's got this chaos theory mode, so it's like scenes from the Jurassic Park movies and it's like a what if, so then you're controlling the situation and things can change depending on what you do. So that's really cool. It's got a sandbox mode, like challenges, just tons of new tools, 75 dinosaurs. It sounds really fun. And I'm not like, a management guy, but I am a Jurassic Park guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I played a lot of the first one, Jurassic World Evolution.
Oh, you did?
1.
Nice.
Yeah, a little bit of it, and I would describe it as like a Zoo Tycoon if you played those back in the day. But for dinosaurs, which is always cool. And you have like a whole breeding thing. You have you get really deep with the DNA. You start making things like that didn't exist.
Yeah.
I think one of those movies, I get them all confused. There's like 5 or 6 of them now. They make some sort of like abomination of a dinosaur. Mm-hmm. That's like something in this game that you get to do.
Yes, nice. Yeah, I'm learning stuff about you because last week it was the zoo game, and you were really into breeding things there too.
I just like breeding.
Yes,
things.
Yes, I'm figuring that out. So same reason you like playing Sims.
Oh yeah.
And Minecraft probably. Is there breeding in Minecraft? I really don't know.
There is.
Oh, nice.
Plenty of breeding.
Oh boy. All right, another big one that came out last week was Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, the definitive edition. This is the remaster of Grand Theft Auto 3. San Andreas and Vice City, and it is out on every console, including the Nintendo Switch. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this? You picking this one up?
I'll wait for the reviews. I want to see. I mean, I know that it's awesome. I just got to know whether they've kicked it up to that notch that makes it worth buying again. Technically, I just bought another copy of San Andreas today for the original Xbox. Just happened to pick that up with an Xbox. So I don't know. Is it going to be worth it for me to pay $30 for that or play the one that I've got on hand?
Yeah, that's a good point. like, there's not much different about it. It's got updated visuals, it's got 4K 60 frames per second on the consoles, PS5 and Xbox X. And then it's got, updated lighting and shadows and updated controls. So, we'll have to see, like, what it looks like. They did finally release some footage of it. Man, it looks good, but yeah, I mean, is it worth, buying them again? I'm going to check out, so San Andreas is on Game Pass. I think it's San Andreas. Yeah, that one's on Game Pass. Yeah. So I'm going to check that out. I was about to check it out today, and I didn't get around to it. But, yeah, I'll check it out. We'll see how it is, and maybe I'll go from there. And
I heard. Well, I think you mentioned last time that not San Andreas, but one of the others was actually available through one of the PlayStation.
Yeah, and services. Then I think Vice City is on PlayStation Now. So actually, yeah, I have PlayStation Now too. So maybe I can check that out too. I guess I really don't need to buy this. I already own it through subscription services.
There you
go. And then Skyrim is available on PlayStation 5 and Xbox X. So not much we need to say about that. But happy 10-year anniversary to Skyrim, and it is a free upgrade from. If you have it on the definitive edition on PlayStation 4, you could upgrade to PlayStation 5. So, go play more Skyrim if that's what you want to do.
You think this will be the last time
No.
that they announce?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, we're going to see a 20-year anniversary for this thing on the PlayStation 6. Because that's where we'll be at in 10 years, I'm sure.
Yeah. Now, this is odd. That Skyrim and GTA 5 probably hold some sort of record for the most consecutive releases on game generations.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy that this week we're celebrating the release of Grand Theft Auto and Skyrim. It's interesting. All right, that's it for our new releases. Let's talk about our news of the week. All right, more issues with the supply chain. Everybody's talking about supply chain issues. That has become a phrase that is known widely for anybody in gaming this year. So it's now affecting the Steam. What is it called? The Steam Deck. Now this was set to come out December of 2021. Has now been pushed back to February of 2022. So only 2 months, but the big deal is they're missing that. They're missing that Christmas window. So people that got it for gifts or something like that, they're not getting it. But Valve has been very apologetic. They did issue a comment when they announced this. They said, "We're sorry about this. We did our best to work around the global supply chain issues, but due to material shortages, components aren't reaching our manufacturing facilities in time for us to meet our initial launch dates. Based on our updated build estimates, Steam Deck will start shipping to customers February 2022. This will be the new start date of the reservation queue. All reservation holders keep their place in line, but dates will shift back accordingly." So, not a huge amount of time. It's great to see that they were able to get around that, because I know a lot of people looking forward to the Steam Deck. You getting one of those?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
On the run gaming PC games, I don't know how well they mix all the time. Yeah. Not every game's great for controller. Yeah,
the idea of it, I love the idea of it. I didn't reserve one. A buddy of mine did, so I'll get to see how it works. And that's pretty much it. I want to see how it works. Now, granted, by not being an early, investor into this, who knows how long until they're readily available to the public. But the idea sounds great, just to be able to sit on your couch and stream games to it. But we will see. The 400 or the 64 gigabyte one is $400. Then there's SSD versions for $529 and $649 with larger memories. So it's out there. I'm excited to see what it looks like, but we'll have to wait a little bit longer.
I think for people wanting to make the jump into PC gaming right now, and the other global supply shortages that are just keeping people from doing that, because like we talked about last time, graphics cards are either way too expensive or being stolen on the truck. So
Yeah.
this might be your way in. Now, I don't know that it's going to compare to a gaming PC
Yeah.
experience. I haven't looked too much into the specs there. Maybe you can plug it into a TV or something.
Not yet.
That'd be kind of cool.
They will have a dock
Oh.
eventually. They announced, but
Nice.
yeah. And another cool thing, again, like you said, like it's a way to be into PC gaming, but kind of more like a console. So you don't have to worry about upgrading your video card and all that stuff. It's all like built in, ready to handle all that. So yeah. So we'll see what that looks like come February. Another piece of hardware that was delayed is the PlayDate. Now, I wasn't really familiar with this little piece of equipment, but I looked it up and I absolutely love it. It's a tiny little yellow, it looks kind of like a Game Boy, and it has a crank on it. So it's monochromatic, similar to a Game Boy, but crisper. It looks like more like those new Kindles that are out, where it's like the Kindle papers. So it doesn't have like a backlit screen. It's like this monochromatic thing, and like it has, there's only like 4 games announced, but it has game creation tools right with it, so you can without coding knowledge, so you could build games on that through their website and stuff like that. And yeah, and all the games that they have right now have use of this cranking peripheral, where like you have to use it for, I don't even know, for different things like surfing or like going through. There's like a thing where you could go back in time or forward through time, and you have to crank the thing to go through time.
Oh, cool.
It's very interesting. But the point of this is that was supposed to come out at the end of this year, and that is now also delayed. This one stated due to supply chain issues with the CPUs, as well as the battery that they initially got is not holding as great of a charge. So they put a battery in 5,000 units, found out that wasn't holding a great charge, and are swapping that out. They got a new battery on the way. Sometime in 2022, this is going to be coming out. So no
Nice.
firm date from them regarding that. But yeah, so
Glad they're doing the right thing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looks really cool. This was 179 for early for the first 20,000, and they sold out within 20 minutes of these 20,000.
It's like a Kickstarter thing. Or
Yeah, it was something like that. So the thing's so strange. It's really interesting, but I think the novelty of it is what sold it. But I don't know, for $180. And then lastly, so hopefully you're not sick of us talking about supply chain issues just yet, because another thing I want to talk about, Sony has reportedly cut production plans for the PlayStation 5 by 1 million consoles due to logistical issues and parts shortage. So they were planning on having 16 million units by the end of the fiscal year. They're only going to hit 15 million. So, this will make it continually more difficult to find a PlayStation 5, unfortunately. But again, they're just trying to maintain everybody. I don't know. I'm telling you, we talked about it before. This is the time we create a cool computer chip company.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is happening across the board. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
All those chips just come from a handful of manufacturers, and with the way things currently are, not looking good.
Yeah.
For the near future.
Well, let's start getting things a little bit more exciting. Let's talk about TikTok. Now, TikTok, they're branching out from videos of dancing and entering the gaming world of dancing. They're partnering with Zynga to launch a new game called Disco Loco 3D, which is a dancing endless runner style game. Now, it's a HTML5 game, so whatever that means, if you're knowledgeable about that stuff. But it's going to be basically what they're doing is they're trying to test the interest in the gaming market through TikTok with this endless runner with dancing. What's your take on this?
All right. I'm a little bit critical here. I don't know what or why Disco Loco 3D is the way they want to gauge interest. I don't know what this game is. Now, if you look at it, it's not going to be great. You mentioned HTML5, and that It's basically saying that it's got to run on a potato. It's built to run on potato because this is in some part built for like the emerging world where everybody doesn't have access to these flagship phones, and the phone is their main computing device. So they want to start with some very, very like low res, not crazy gameplay. It's interesting. And will I play it? Probably not. But, I'm not against checking out what they have in the future.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing these different markets getting into gaming now. We talked about Netflix getting into gaming last week. Now that just came out for iOS, the Netflix gaming thing.
Yeah.
I have yet to check it out. And then they also announced that they're going to have a game from Riot Games coming to Netflix gaming. So that's pretty cool. But that was like a rhythm style game. So they're doing this. They're again to test the interest in there, and then like you said for places that this is their video game console, their computing devices, their phone. So yeah, just pretty soon though. Like remember when like there was an issue like there's how many people play video games, and it was like video games are bad and only nerds play video games, and now like.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, everybody plays video games. Everybody's a gamer. Your moms,
became cool.
Your grandmas, everybody's gamers now. So yeah. So it's.
So, did you play Zynga games back in the day, like Mafia Wars, stuff like that on MySpace, Facebook?
I think so. The name sounded familiar. I didn't remember any of the games or whatever, but I do remember that specific name. Being popular long ago.
Yep.
All right, well, let's move on. And let's talk about another win for console people. Denuvo, is that how we pronounce this? Domain?
Yeah, sounds right.
So this Denuvo domain... they are a DRM service for PC gaming. There was a domain that was unreachable, and it caused games to be unplayable until they fixed this issue. I hadn't heard about this until you sent me this information, and I was like, because it's all Greek to me, all this PC stuff, as we've talked about before. But the idea that you can have an offline single player title that you cannot play because this digital rights management company sucks, is crazy to me.
Yeah. I mean, so the DRM is built to be anti-piracy and anti-cheat. So it's basically checking in with that server to make sure that you own that game before you start playing it. Make sure you don't have a pirated copy or something. Yeah. So it is, to an extent, it's kind of necessary that the people... the developers protect their property,
Yep.
and that they don't just have everybody stealing it. But the downside to that is when something silly happens, like they forget to pay their bill for the $30 a year domain name, then your brand new copy and newly released Football Manager 2022 stops working.
Yeah, that was that and Guardians of the Galaxy, both brand new games that people couldn't play because of this. And looking into it, I've read that this Denuvo company is not renowned in any way. Everybody had just complaints about it. So it'll be interesting to see how that affects them. It was a big mess up, dude, for them to just have a domain be just unreachable because, like you said, their contract lapsed or whatever. So people couldn't play their games. Now, I don't know how many people this affected. It might have been, not as big an issue as it's being made out to be. But just the fact that it could happen is crazy.
Yeah, so it in addition to Guardians of the Galaxy Football Manager 2022, it also affected the whole new Tomb Raider series, Mortal Kombat 11, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater remakes, and a few more games that all use this Denuvo as their DRM. So, I mean... It might have been a few hours. I couldn't find a clear answer on that to how long it was actually out. But, like you said, it's more about the fact that it can happen. Yeah. That you can buy a brand new game and suddenly you're locked out.
Yep. All right. And the last thing I want to talk about, we got a little bit more of a peek at a game that I'm very interested in. It's a game called Lies of P. It was announced earlier this year. It's being developed by a Korean studio. And... it's this alpha footage they came out It looks amazing. It reminds me a lot of Bloodborne, which I've talked about Bloodborne a lot on this show. But yeah, it's going to be a PC, PS5, and Xbox title. And like basically in it, you play as Pinocchio. And you have to, go through and kill these hordes of whatever Pinocchio doesn't like. But the more that your character lies, and now I don't know how this is going to take shape. They didn't really explain much of it. The more that your character lies, the more he becomes human. So I have a little excerpt from that was read when the game was released. So as the puppet mechanoid Pinocchio, you will wind your way through the streets of a ruined city, crafting weapons from the materials you find in the world and interacting with the remaining few who manage to survive in this pre-industrial hellscape. The more you lie, the more human you become, with all the advantages and disadvantages that it entails. So yeah, this game, it looks awesome. I was not expecting, so when it was announced, I was like, oh, weird. Completely wrote it off, and then saw the footage, and I was like, my jaw dropped. I was like, I have to include this. So,
oh yeah. Now this sounds like one of those April Fool's jokes,
right?
But one of the ones that you hope they actually made.
Yes, yeah. I was like, yeah, we're gonna make a Pinocchio game that looks like Bloodborne. It's like, okay, sure, and yeah, did not know what to expect, and I did not expect this. So, yeah. That's it. That's all our news. It was a pretty slow news week, so which is good. We could. I'm off work tomorrow, so I'm just gonna keep drinking. But before we do that, let's talk about our content creator of the week. Now this was your pick, and I liked it. As soon as you sent it over, I was like, Steve Neske, content creator of the week. This guy, he's pretty new to Fruit Lab. He's only got a handful of videos out, but what I've seen, just awesome edits. It's all Apex, but awesome edits. It's just awesome personality, doing really clever stuff, and tell me what drew you to him.
Yeah, first of all, what gained my attention thanks to the team at Fruit Lab who featured this guy on the front page within his first week of being on Fruit Lab. Have you seen Hot Ones on YouTube?
Yes.
The interview
Love
show?
it.
Okay, he tries out the bomb evolution. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know that existed. But a new version of the bomb, which is like the worst, most painful hot sauce on that show. Him and his friend do it, and then they play Apex Legends, and it's gold. Yeah,
I watched the beginning of it. I haven't finished it. But, and he could take, he could take some heat, too. I'd be tapping out, in the first, 10 seconds of it. But
oh, yeah. I was surprised by their calmness.
Yeah, it was crazy. But, yeah, they were, every video that I watched, he seems like a dude that you'd want to hang out with, So it's really cool. He's got, he does all his streaming through YouTube. He's got 1,000 subs on YouTube, but he's on a bunch of different socials. So, again, we'll link his Fruit Lab page here, along with all his socials. Go check him out. Follow him on Fruit Lab. He definitely he's on the come up. This dude's he's gonna be big things for him. Steve Neske, big things. All right, and that's it. We're not doing anything else with this show. We're done. We've
nothing I can think of.
Nope. I would never forget that we discussed doing an additional giveaway.
Here we go.
FC, take it away. Show me what you put together. Look at this beautiful creation. Now,
all right. Yeah.
If you
painted it myself,
if you don't see your name on this wheel, then you suck. And you have not commented on any of our videos, because these are all people that have left comments on the last few videos posted from Gaming News Weekly. So that's all you got to do. We're going to do these regularly. Just leave a comment. Let us know what you think of the show, and we'll enter you into a giveaway. So this one, what are we going to do? How many pipses are we giving out?
All right. I think last time we talked about we were going to do 40,000 as a base spin, but I want to explain these little white slits here on the wheel. So if we land on this, that means I'm going to double the pips for the next person that it lands on. So in addition to your 10,000 apiece, people can potentially be getting 20,000 apiece here.
Let's do it.
All right. So I'm going to shuffle.
Ooh.
And let's spin.
No whammies.
Here we have it.
Whipper.
There we go.
I love just saying whipper. Whipper, congratulations. You are our first winner in our giveaway here.
Yep. Let's now remove that entry. Now you might notice that some people have more than one entry. Even Che has a couple on here. That's because they commented on multiple videos. I didn't include it if the same person had multiple comments on the same video.
Yeah. That's all you gotta do. Just leave a comment. And look at Whipper he's a rich man now.
There you go. All right, let's shuffle. Ready for the next one?
Yeah, do it.
All right.
I'm feeling this is what I was gonna say. Mikuru.
There you go.
I was gonna guess that one. Mikuru, congrats. Thank you for leaving a comment. Big money heading your way. Let's do it again.
There we go. Okay. Spin number 3.
I like this wheel. Wheelofnames.com, huh?
It's nice.
It's great. Oh. Randy Dew, our previous content creator of the week.
There you go.
Now, 10,000 pips richer. Randy Dew. Randy does it. You know what I'm saying?
Randy does. Let's see. So, this is the last chance for it to stop on the bonus, so hopefully we'll see.
Yeah. And if it doesn't, let's still double it anyways.
All right. So, final person will get double.
Yeah, and if it lands on the bonus, they'll get double that double.
Double, dang.
Oh,
it's going to be Whipper. Oh!
Yeah, Lexi my skills. I don't even know what that's supposed to say, but yes, congratulations to this person. 20,000 pepperonis. We're giving back. It's all about giving back to the community. And you too can be pip rich. All you got to do is follow Gaming News Weekly, leave a comment on one of the videos, and we'll do this again. We'll keep doing it. We'll do it regularly. I like it. Now that you got the Wheel of Names, we could do it all the time. So, in addition to that, follow each one of us. I'm Erock the Red on Fruit Lab. This guy is Full Clip. Also follow him on Twitch, FullClip_FL. You can hit me up on YouTube, Pop Culture Playground, as well as Instagram and Twitter, both Pop Culture Playground. And anywhere you get podcasts, you can listen to this Gaming News Weekly. Now, granted, you won't get to see the wheel, but you get to hear the wheel. Now, actually, it didn't really make any noises, but next time I'm going to make a noise for the wheel. Like a cool,
I need to click a button next time.
Yeah, I'll get some real, I'll get a wheel and like a playing card, and I'll just spin it. We got to start adding some Foley sounds into this. But anywhere you get podcasts, you can find this show. Check us out. Subscribe to us there, just in case you're on the go and you need to listen. Get your news fix. You got us in your pocket, right where we should be. All right. Yep. What else? What else do we need to chat about?
So we need some entries for the spotlight. We have to keep doing all the heavy lifting, all the hard work, and going out and finding people ourselves when people could be DMing us and have a really good shot at us checking out their content and choosing them for the Content Creator of the Week.
Absolutely. We got a short list of people that we're keeping an eye on, that we're checking out, but it's getting shorter every week. So let us know what you're putting out there, and we'll check it out. And if it's dope, we'll feature you here. And big things. 2 out of 4 have become partners since we've had them as Content Creators of the Week. So I'm expecting the other 2 real soon. But we'll see.
Yeah, and you don't even have to hurt yourself with hot sauce to get our attention.
Yeah, but it does help.
It does.
All right. All right, everybody, that's it for this week, Gaming News Weekly. We will see you back here next week for more sweet gaming news.
Have a good one.